What's up, YouTube? This is the TheSGTBash here, bringing you guys another rant video. And this person I'm calling out is in the Pokemon community, and you guys are probably wondering who this guy is. That's right, I'm calling you out, Dallasboi 1992. Just kidding. But anyways, what's up, YouTube? Dallasboi here, bringing you guys another Pokemon Black and White 2 Wi-Fi battle. And today's match is going to be against TheSGTBash. Yes, that guy who I just imitated about 15 or so seconds ago. And reason why I'm uploading this is I took a little poll at Elo's stream yesterday on whether or not I should upload this match, and a whole heck of a lot of people said yes, so here it is. So anyways, looking at teams, you guys can see the Genesect on my side of the field. It's because this battle was actually taking place before Genesect got the boot from OU and whatnot, and this is actually a team that I made with That's My Latios, and yeah. But anyways, most threatening member of his team to mine is definitely going to be that Mammoth Swine because of its ground ice coverage that can do a pretty serious chunk to my team. And my best answer to that is probably going to be my Politoed, and that's also pretty much going to be my best answer to his Tyranitar on his side of the field. So pretty much the name of the game is keep my Politoed alive, and I pretty much should be okay with this match. So I hope you guys enjoy the battle, and let's get this show on the road! So to start off, I'm going to opt with Genesect because looking at his team, I felt like this was going to be the best lead. And he actually opts to lead off with Espeon, probably predicting my Donphan to lead off. But regardless, I'm just going to go for the U-turn flat out. And I actually scored a crit on this Espeon, which completely didn't matter because of the attack boost I got from the download. And Espeon's defense is not the best. But after the U-turn, I opt to go out into Dumbo, the Donphan, as Mammoth Swine comes in, nails me with an Icicle Crash. And I was going to try to get up Stealth Rocks because he has no spinner, and that Shuckle could be a little bit annoying. But I actually get flinched by the Icicle Crash, and now I have to send out Frogger to pretty much sponge another hit and keep my Mammoth, no, not my Mammoth Swine, my Donphan alive for a little longer, because I need those rocks, and pretty much who doesn't? But I have up my rain for the moment, but now it's gonna be gone because of Tyranitar switching in. But I actually predict this, and I'm gonna be bringing in Marshawn Lynch, my Thunderous Therian. And this move right here really shocked me here. He actually switches out into his Shuckle, predicting an electric move, while I just go for the superpower just to try to win the Weather War right off the bat. And from my previous experiences on Shodan and whatnot, people were pretty much caught way off guard by Marshawn Lynch's superpower. But since I kind of failed to stiff arm the Shuckle in the face, I had to go out into my Donphan to pretty much sponge a Toxic, and I kind of felt like this was going to be the best opportunity to set up my rocks. And I believe that I do set up my rocks on this next turn, as he is actually going to be making a pretty solid prediction going for the Encore, knowing that I was going to be setting up rocks on that turn. And I don't really want to keep on spamming rocks for a while, so I have to bring in my Genesect to see what he's going to switch into or go for. And he actually goes for the Toxic, predicting my switch here. But thanks to Genesect Steel typing, I'm not going to be affected. And thinking that he was going to switch and whatnot, I actually have to go for the U-turn. We get a little switch initiative going on, and I bring in my Frogger, my Politoed, as he's actually going to be going for the Gyro Ball. And because this Politoed is actually physically defensive and Shuckle doesn't have the best attack in the world, I'm going to be getting a little more from lefties than I took from damage. And then he's actually going to be going into Tyranitar to set up the Sand once more, as I believe I actually go for the Toxic of my own, trying to get some residual damage on his Shuckle and whatnot, and Sand, that thing takes quite a few hits. But having Tyranitar crippled, pretty much better than nothing. And I just opt to go for some protect action to see what he's going to go for. And he shows me Fire Blast. So pretty much Genesect's not going to be switching into this Tyranitar anytime soon. So yeah, but he is actually going to be switching out into a Shuckle once more, as I actually try to go for the Scald, and here I believe that I do nail a burn on this thing. So, here I'm thinking, thanks to the burn, one more Scald is probably going to be taking out this defensive behemoth. But, guess what? I go for the Scald, and he just lives with a nub. Curse that sandstorm, really. Just curse it. And thanks to him living with that little nub, he is actually going to pull out the rest. And pretty much, I'm going to have to switch out and go into my Bio Lizard. My Genesect is try to scout for a double switch around here. And I actually get the double switch right, and he actually goes into Landorus. And thanks to the rocks, I actually see that he has leftovers. And because I am a Scarf set, I can go straight for the Ice Beam and take out this Landorus right off the bat. And yeah, let's get that big threat out of here. But now out comes Scizor, and I feel like either the U-turn or the Bullet Punch is going to be kind of up. So I just send in my Donphin as Death Fodder to see what he's going to do, and he just goes straight for the Bullet Punch. So pretty much I'm going to be sending in Frogger here to try to sponge this thing, or try to nail the T-Tar and the switch in. But he actually stays in and goes for the Bullet Punch, as I go for the Scald, and I actually wind up burning this thing too. Except the Shuckle's asleep now. But anyways, Scizor is practically useless right now, so he's just going to be try to spam Bullet Punch until he dies. I thought he was going to switch into Tyranitar here, so that's why I brought out Marshawn Lynch again. And one more Bullet Punch, and yeah, that's all she wrote for this Scizor, as Marshawn Lynch is actually going to be going for the Volt Switch. And thanks to him sacking his Scizor, he actually gets the Switch initiative, and his Mamoswine is going to be brought in to answer my Genesect. But knowing that I don't really have much to touch this thing with, I'm actually going to be going straight for the U-turn and bringing my Politoed to try to take a hit from this thing. But it turns out that Earthquake is going to be doing enough to 2-hit KO me. So pretty much what I'm going to try to do here is try to protect and try to get some lefties recovering going and whatnot. And he actually pulls out the Ice Shard, and I don't think from that range he could have KO'd me with Ice Shard. And thinking that he would be going for the Earthquake here, I sent out Peach, the Breloom, and he actually pulls out the Ice Shard again on me. And yeah, I really want to keep my Peach alive for Tyranitar and maybe Shuckle as setup bait. So I'm going to opt to switch in Genesect to take the obvious Ice Shard. And thanks to Genesect's Steel typing and resistance to Ice, it's going to be taking that Ice Shard pretty nicely. And Mamoswine only has one hit left, but I'm going to be taking it out with a U-turn before it gets to do anything. And I'm going to be bringing out Peach to take care of the late game. And he still has his Tyranitar and his Shuckle left, but I actually wind up outspeeding this Tyranitar, going for the Drain Punch, and pretty much what the war is mine here, because Tyranitar is going to be taking that clean with that Drain Punch. Crit obviously didn't matter because of Tyranitar's quad weakness to Drain Punch and whatnot, and it's Breloom, and its attack stat is pretty much sky high. So he's down on his last Pokemon, Shuckle, and abusing his sleep. I'm actually going to bulk on its sleep turn, and then smack it with some Seed Bombs left and right. And I believe it's this turn that I believe that Shuckle is going to be waking up, so I am going to go for the Seed Bomb and scout out at how much it does. And I think one more, and I believe from there, one more Seed Bomb is going to KO it. And it actually does with the crit, which pretty much didn't matter in the long run because of how much it did previously. So that's the 5-0 there, and that's pretty much the team that I like using before Genesect got banned, and pretty much before Garchomp came down. And I didn't really know how it would fare with Garchomp coming down, so this is pretty much the only time you guys are going to be seeing this team. But I pretty much liked using this team during Genesect meta and whatnot. So enough rambling. I'm just gonna stop the video here and Rate, comment, sub, and I will see you guys next time.